chances are you probably haven't thought of how much time your workouts should be. And if you're anything like me, maybe you start out and your workouts are 2.5 hours, you take as long as you want, you get it done, or maybe you're super quick and your workouts are 45 minutes, or maybe you're somewhere in between. But today I'm going to tell you my experiences of how long I work out and why I actually switched from going to super long workouts to what I'm going to tell you in just 1 second. So I used to spend super long in the gym. I would spend 2.5 hours per workout, 4 days a week. I would just go through all of my exercises, and in between breaks, I would just be on my phone. I'd be scrolling, I'd be responding to messages, playing music. But when the time between my sets became 5 minutes, 6 minutes, or even longer, I realized, hey, maybe there's an optimal way to do this, and maybe I'm spending too long. Is it possible that could be the case? So I looked into the research, and I found a few different things. The first one being that if your workouts are over 75 to 90 minutes, essentially, your testosterone is going to decrease and your cortisol is going to increase. And this kind of meme, but what that means is if you spend a lot of time in the gym, an hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hours like I was spending, your stress levels are probably going to be higher. And so this is one thing that I found out that influenced my decision to change how long I work out. So the second thing that I found out when you work out for longer than 90, 100, 120 minutes per workout is that your intensity is going to decrease. And now, obviously this is the case, but what does that mean? It means that for hypertrophy, the amount of effort that you put in is going to have diminishing results. Meaning that as you work out past this 90-minute mark, your exercises, the effort you put in, the reps you do, is going to have diminishing gains, where the longer you go, the less it's going to actually matter. And so after learning all this, it made me reconsider how much time I should actually be spending in the gym. And so when I looked at these things, I realized, well, I still have to do the same exercises as I did before, or very similar ones. I still have to put in the same number of reps, the same amount of exercises, but the one thing I can change is the amount of rest in between my sets. I was spending 3 to 5 minutes optimizing for strength, but when I took a step back and realized these different factors, I actually want to optimize for hypertrophy. I care more about the muscle I build than the strength I gain. And so that's when I finally decided to have 60 to 90 seconds of rest in between each exercise. And this varies, of course. If you're doing something like deadlifts, you want it to be closer to 120 seconds or even more to give your body enough rest. But when you're doing something like lateral raises, you can go closer to 60 seconds of rest. And not only is this going to speed up your workouts, but it's also going to lead to more hypertrophy, as the less time you spend in between your sets, the more muscle you're going to gain, because you're going to fatigue that muscle more. Whereas if you went closer to the 3 to 5 minute range, your workouts are going to take, number one, almost twice as long, number two, have diminishing gains on your hypertrophy, but number three, prioritize strength over muscle gain. And so if you want to focus on strength, that's great. But if you came to the realization that I did, that I just want to focus primarily on hypertrophy, it's optimal to train in between the 60 to 120 seconds or so of rest, keeping your rest short, your workouts short and efficient, and increasing the amount of muscle that you're going to gain, while also regulating your hormones such as cortisol and testosterone. I hope you found value in that video. And if you want to continue learning about the experiences that I've had and the knowledge that I've gained that I'll continue to share with you, I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers before the start of the summer. So please consider subscribing. It would mean a lot. Thank you.